Well, hi everybody, and welcome to today's Kevin Kuretzky Show. It's all about finding your passion. You know, in life we use that phrase a lot. You hear it a lot. You hear, oh, you need to find your passion. What's your passion? What are you passionate about doing? And it can be really overwhelming. You know, I was reading something recently that said, when somebody is asked, what's your passion, they kind of clam up. They get a little nervous. They're not quite sure how to answer it. Like, they have to have some huge answer, like curing the common cold or winning a Nobel Peace Prize or something amazing. The truth is, your passion is within you. It's what you really love to do. You can either make a career out of it, a hobby, but find something in your life that you really love to do. That's what's interesting about passion. It's already within you every step of the way. And we don't want to get it confused with, I've got to be great at it. It's not about being great. It's about doing what you love. I think in this world what happens to a lot of people is, and I find, we lose that sense of what we love to do, what we love about life. We end up in jobs we might not love. We end up in things we don't necessarily want to do. And we lose our passion. And that's why we have to bring our passion back to each part of our day. I'd like to share a story with you. It's a fable, and I'd like to share this fable. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who loved playing with airplanes. And this little boy collected airplanes. His mom used to take him to Woolworths or Kmart and would buy him airplanes once in a while and had a Fisher-Price airplane set. That airplane set was beautiful to that little boy. And this little boy didn't play with airplanes like other little boys did. Other little boys would go, meow, meow. But not this little boy. He wanted it to be more professional, like he's seen at the airport. So this little boy made up little cards with the airline's names and terminal names. This little boy even played like this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final boarding call for Flight 307 to Los Angeles. All ticketing confirmed passengers must be on board. Would make the correct airplane sounds as it was pushing back from the gate. Or on takeoff. And this little boy loved airplanes so much that he parlayed his fortune and his passion into a career. Well, if you haven't guessed, that little boy is me. That little boy loved airplanes, and I still do. And I parlayed a career into the travel industry. Now, it's a lot different than I thought it would be, and it opened up a lot of doors. But I knew what my core passion was. My core passion wasn't about the airplanes, because then I would have become something maybe like a mechanic or a pilot. No, mine was more about the people on those airplanes, where they were going, and the adventure of it all, going off to far-off lands, seeing different parts of the United States, around the world. It was about freedom, and the freedom to soar. It still amazes me, by the way, what airplanes can do, and every day I show up for work, I still am amazed and have that same joy that I had when I first started. That's passion. It's growing into all your possibilities. And what's interesting about this choice of career for me and passion was it opened up so many other doors for me in areas that I didn't even know I would excel at. I got into training, development. I got to really help others. It took on such a life of its own, and it ended up being something completely different, to where it took me to where I grew as much as I could in that, and then this came about where I wanted my own show. I always wanted to be a communicator. That was my passion. My real passion wasn't the airplane. It was to really work with others and to be of service to others. That's my real passion. But it took me a long time to find that out. What's interesting is when I do this show, I don't make any money off of it. I don't, at this point, have anyone who really is signing me up like NBC or Oprah, although hopefully it's coming. If you get this, Oprah, it's for you. However, I have you, the viewer, and that spurs my passion on. And what's interesting is, someone asked me, well, what if nobody watches? And I said, that's okay, because the passion is about doing the work. It isn't necessarily about, oh, I want it all to be this way. It's about growing into all the possibilities. And that's what I want for your life, viewer. Find your passion. Some steps to finding your passion are, first of all, you need to figure out, what do you love to do? What is your passion? One of the recommendations I have is, keep a little log of what you love to do during a day. What do you love to read? What are some things you love to do? Some people love to cook. Some people love to read. Some people love to watch television. Some people love to sew. There's so many different things. Some people love to work on cars, travel. Find out, keep a little log of what during your day makes you happy. What you would do if nobody else was watching or if there was nothing standing in your way. What would that be? Keep a little log of that. You know, every day I still keep a little log of things I love to do, because you're always evolving, you're always changing. And when you have a dream, passion is a dream. You have to have a dream for your passion. You really want to make sure that you've done all the groundwork. You've found out about it, you've researched it, you've done everything you can. And when you do, surrender it, let it go, and find out where it comes to you. Now, it doesn't mean you might change your career tomorrow or you might open up your own business. It means find out what you want to do. What do you do that makes you the most happy? That's what passion is. You know, I love this. You can only become great at that thing you're willing to sacrifice for. I've had to sacrifice a lot in my career. I've had to sacrifice maybe holidays, family birthdays, gatherings. It was all worth, though, the goal at that point. The real goal of finding out who I wanted to be and the passion I have. And now I find the time for everything. My passion became reality. And it's always growing. Keep growing. That's what passion is. As we look to passion, you want to make sure what grabs your attention. What do you love to do? You know, I have a dear friend of mine who loves to bake, and is a fabulous baker. This friend of mine has now parlayed their baking into a really nice small business. They sell to a coffee shop, they make some money off of it, and they really love what they do. They love that, and that's what passion is about. Doing something that you really love, that you would do anyway, do it in the most adventurous place and do it for yourself. That's what passion's all about. So viewers, let me know what your passions are. Let me know what you like to do and what you're looking towards and what you're growing into. Listen to those whispers in your life about what really connects with you. I'd love to hear about it. So write to me at www.kevinkoretsky@yahoo.com or give me a call at 612-237-6209. Remember, your passion lies within you. What I know for certain is, passion is a great way to live your life. I'll see you all tomorrow, and remember, we're all in this together. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.